Hello and welcome to a Brit Reacts to Bollywood, and have I got some fun for you. I've been looking at the remaining song Oh Mehbooba for Sangam, and somebody else put me onto a lovely interview with Vyjayanthimala and Dharmesh Darshan. I loved the comments for this last video, Bol Rada Bol. I want to thank Anna Sazor for the suggestion for the interview. I managed to find it. I'm going to look at a little bit of it if I can. But there's been some lovely feedback. Navaneeth Jain says, that was a good reaction video. I feel that in today's standards, Vyjayanthimala is actually decently dressed in this song picturization. Although it was quite bold in her era, she actually got appreciation for carrying it with grace and dignity. Here's some fun facts about Vyjayanthimala. She didn't know Hindi when she made her debut in a Hindi movie as a teenager, as she was South Indian and mostly knew only Tamil and English. She made a lot of efforts to learn Hindi, an era when even TV was not popular in India, but she managed to master the language. The only South Indian artist in the 50s and 60s who didn't use a dubbing artist or other South Indian famous actresses, Padmini and Saroja Devi, needed dubbing artists because of their South Indian accents. In the blockbuster movie Ganga Jamuna, it required her to speak Bhojpuri, a North Indian dialect of UP. She learnt the dialogues on the sets and actually spoke the language without using a dubbing artist again, and earned wide appreciation for her perfect pronunciation as a village belle. Not an easy fate being a South Indian. She remained the highest paid actress for over a decade in Hindi movies from the mid-50s to the 60s. She always considered Bharatnatyam dance to be her first priority and passion, and gave stage performances worldwide. She performs on stage even now at 90 plus. In a recent interview with veteran actress and dancer Helen, which is available on YouTube, Helen mentioned that she used to fear dancing with Vyjayanthimala as she was a far better dancer than her, and mentioned that Vyjayanthimala used to be the best dancer in India in those times. It was very humble of her to honour her contemporary with such deep respect and appreciation. She retired from the movies at the age of 35 when she was still a popular actress, and married her friend, who happened to be Raj Kapoor's family doctor at that time. How interesting. She never made a comeback to the movies after that, but continued to enthrall audiences worldwide with Bharatnatyam stage performances. She is credited with, along with another actress dancer, Kamala, in elevating and popularizing classical dances of India in Indian movies. Apart from classical dances, she is credited with popularizing folk dances also. Last but not least, she was trained in singing Carnatic music as a vocal artist, along with Bharatnatyam dance even as a child. Yes, she was a good singer as well. And yes, I did accidentally find the wrong lyrics in English, and some of you pointed that out. Somebody says it evokes Lord Krishna teasing Radha and other lasses, and the lyrics are along the lines of the Ganges of my heart, the Yamuna of your heart, tell me Radha, will they meet me or not? And that was for Bol Rada Bol. And Fairy Angel says, actually wearing bathers is not that uncommon as you might think in old conservative Bollywood, quote unquote. There are movies much older than Sangam where, for example, Nutan wore one, and so did Nargis in the movie Awara, which is from the early 50s. And you are 100% right about the conservative, not so conservative old Bollywood. And you are also right about the current dominance of familial bloodlines from old Bollywood. I feel it's by design, and was in full swing by the late 80s and well into the 90s, and it never stopped since then, and it killed creativity over this period of time, and now all they do is recycle and remix old music. So I'm going to look at Oh Mehbooba. Let's take a look. Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful cinematography. Wow. Oh, she's such a good actress.
महबूबा ओ महबूबा तेरे दिल के पास ही है मेरी मंजिल मकसूद तेरे दिल के पास ही है मेरी मंजिल मकसूद वो कौन सी महफिल है जहाँ तू नहीं मौजूद वो कौन सी महफिल है जहाँ तू नहीं मौजूद ओ महबूबा तेरे दिल के पास ही है
So good, this shot. Incredibly atmospheric.
किस बात पे नाराज हो किस बात का है गम किस सोच में डूबी हो तुम हो जाएगा संगम ओ महबूबा तेरे दिल के पास ही है मेरी मंजिल मकसूद तेरे दिल के पास ही है मेरी मंजिल मकसूद
The whole process. Look at that. Physical comedy.
बाहों के तुझे हार में पहनाऊंगा एक दिन सब देखते रह जाएंगे ले जाऊंगा एक दिन बाहों के तुझे हार में पहनाऊंगा एक दिन सब देखते रह जाएंगे ले जाऊंगा एक दिन ओ महबूबा तेरे दिल के पास ही है मेरी मंजिल मकसूद
Wow.
वो कौन सी महफिल है जहाँ तू नहीं मौजूद
Incredible use of set.
ओ महबूबा तेरे दिल के पास
Really lovely.
है मेरी मंजिल
Look at that shot. Disappear into the mist. Poor Rajendra Kumar, I just felt for him, like Vyjayanthimala is just grabbed away from him, stolen into another boat and driven off into the mist. This is a lovely, lovely piece of film. The music is so catchy and upbeat and playful, and then you've got the sort of great physical comedy there with Raj Kapoor sort of chasing along like a sort of lost puppy, and Vyjayanthimala's great, very subtle close-up reactions on the screen there, and then her sort of disquiet and uncomfortable sort of reaction to being grabbed. I think that's a really interesting piece of film because so much of it is silent, it's unspoken. You've got the song, but so much is going on physically in terms of the communication, non-verbal communication there. The chemistry, the presence of Vyjayanthimala dominates this, actually. Despite Raj Kapoor's physical comedy and stuff, this is really about her. But also, I think Rajendra Kumar's character, he has a very small amount of screen time, but you can see there's a lot going on with his character there, reacting. Incredibly uncomfortable situation, but so interesting. Oh my beloved, your heart is my final destination. Your heart is my final destination, which is the party in which you're not there. Don't worry, we'll unite. Why are you upset? Why are you so sad? In which thought are you lost? Don't worry, we'll unite. Romantic lyrics there. What a bittersweet film in terms of the storyline. Let me look a little bit at this interview with Vyjayanthimala, if I am allowed by YouTube to share it.
Well, it brings back nostalgic memories, and I'm visiting RK Studios after, I think, nearly 37 years.
Oh my God.
That's a long time. It was in the early 60s, I think, when Sangam started in 62. And it went on to 63 and got released in 64. Well, I have beautiful memories of Sangam because it was a very, very interesting movie and a very interesting role for me. Well, it started this way. I was working in another Hindi movie being shot at Madras called Nazrana, in which Raji and I were teamed together. And we were on location shooting at the Mahabalipuram beach. And during the shots, when they were arranging the other, the camera for the next shot, Raji looked at me and said that you are my ideal Radha, and for my next film Sangam. So, will you be Radha? So I didn't know what to say, So I said, well, my grandmother and father are the deciding factors, so I think you should speak to them. And he did. He talked to them, and of course, they were very happy and very pleased at the thought of my working under the RK banner. And the great master showman, to be directed by him in an RK film. And I was happy too. So that was it. Then the shooting of Nazrana got over and he went back. And I was busy with some other shooting going on there in Madras. And after, I think, within a week's time or so, what do you think? I get a telegram, what it's, it read something like this: Bol Radha bol, Sangam hoga ke nahi.
My God.
I was so amused, to see the telegram in my hands. And I said, it was very funny, sort of, because, well, then I wanted to sort of send a reply. And you know what the reply was? Zarur, Sangam hoga or zarur hoga.
Wow.
Oh, that was too funny. And then, of course, everything happened, and we came to Bombay, and then he took my, how he wanted his Radha to be. Absolutely vivacious, lively, bubbling, and highly sophisticated, charming, intelligent, and all that. That was Radha. And there was hardly any makeup. Simplicity was, and he preferred white, of course, as usual. And for that, he left the sort of the saris or the whatever outfit that I would wear. Mostly it was saris and salwar kameez. So, of course, they were all in white. And I enjoyed doing that role. Of course, in the beginning, I was not quite used to Raji's way of working.
Brilliant. Let me know your thoughts and feedback. I may take another look next week at more of this interview, and also Ich liebe dich from Sangam. Let me know what you think of that, your thoughts, your memories. This is brilliant. This interview is fantastic, and she is so erudite and sophisticated, and also great poise, and she looks great. All right. I appreciate you all. Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, Sat Sri Akalji, Vanakam, all the greetings to you and yours wherever you are. Have a wonderful week, and I am your Brit reacting to Bollywood. Chin chin, cheerio.